Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we will going to discuss about exploratory data analysis. What do we mean by it? So exploratory data analysis, that is EDA, is a crucial part of data science process which help us to visualize and summarize data to uncover trends, pattern and relationship and getting more insights from data. So let's get started. So, how to construct a bar graph with overlay using Python? So, bar graphs are bar graphs are great for comparing categorical data and adding overlays and adding overlays that help us to visualize additional information. For example, we might want to compare the frequency category and overlay it to another metric such as percentage. So that is what we do. Now, how we construct contingency tables using Python. So, contingency tables are used to analyze relationship between two categorical values, displaying the frequency observation in each combination categories and insights from the contingency tables that provides valuable insights to into the patterns and dependencies between variables supporting analysis and decision making. Here we have our mouse graph. Now, how to construct histogram with overlay using Python. So, histograms are very useful for visualizing distribution of continuous variables, revealing patterns such as skewness, multimodality, and outliers. Overlay multiple, how we can overlay, so we can overlay multiple histograms that allows us to compare distributions of different data sets and variables, highlighting similarities as well as their differences. Next on, we have how to perform binding based on predictive value using Python. So firstly, what is binding? So binding involves a grouping of continuous variables into discrete bins or categories which can improve predictive power of a model. जैसे कि, for example, here we have like two, three like multiple datas and with different we can like slightly refer it to the clustering, but not, it's not the clustering, it's binning, which we provide different variables into different discrete bins or simple categories. Secondly, we have predictive value, that is by analyzing the predictive value of different bins you can optimize the binning process to enhance performance of your machine learning models. Next on, analyzing relationship with scatter plots and correlation. What are scatter plots? Scatter plots visualize the relationship between two continuous variables, highlighting patterns, trends, and potential outliner. Now, visualizing multi-dimensional data with parallel coordinate plots. So, multi-dimensional data, what is it? So, what happens in it basically? So, parallel coordinate plots are effective for visualizing high-dimensional data, allowing you to explore relationship between multiple variables simultaneously. Insights. So, these techniques that uncover patterns, cluster, and outliers may not be readably apparent in traditional two-dimensional visualization. Uh, if we talk about interactivity, so interactive parallel coordinate plots enables you to filter, select, and explore the data in real time, supporting deeper analysis and discovery. And finally, how we identify outliers and anomalies with box plot. So box plot is now another form of displaying or visualizing our data, and they provide concise summary of variables distribution including median, quartiles and potential outliers. How do we detect an outlier? So by identifying data points that fall outside the normal range distribution, as we discussed in our previous video, and box plot also helps you to detect and investigate anomalies, outliers. And that's it for our presentation. Now let's move to our more coding format. Okay, so now let's move to our coding. So in this Colab notebook, we'll demonstrate how to construct a bar graph, construct contingency tables, creating histograms, and providing binning-based predictive value as we discussed earlier. So let's get started. So in this code, we have used Matplotlib to create a bar graph. Here is it as PLT, and we use and overlay using line graph to scatter points. This allows us to visualize the relationship between two matrices more effectively. So here are the categories and then bar graph. I have defined fict and ex1 and then bar, then y dot set label, which labels the values, which will get the label as values, set title, and then overlay line graph as ax2, that is ax1 twix, and then plot categories and lastly plt dot show. So let's try running this code. So this is done. That is bar graph is displayed with a line graph in it, and we have our this labels as values and title and percentage and this ABCD, that is our data. Moving on, constructing contingency tables. So we have used Pandas crosstab function. What does it do? It constructs contingency table. For instance, if we are analyzing a data for if we are analyzing our data now we are analyzing our data, we might use table to cross tabulate gender and purchase behavior. So the output provides a clear insights into how one variable influences another. So here we have created a data that is simple data set with gender and purchase, and then we are creating contingency table by using cross tab, and then we are printing our table. So here, this is our date contingency table as printed. Now, how do we construct histograms with overlay? So histograms we use again matplotlib sorry, we are using here Seaborn as SNS. So Seaborn is another file which is used highly in data preparing and exploratory data analysis methods. And we have created a sample data, that is we are using random then normal location and size and scale, and then creating histogram with overlay, that is we are plotting the histogram data with defining its attributes, then title, labeling, and then we are showing the data. Let's try running this code. So here we have got the we created the random data, and then we are plotting our histogram for it. So this is our histogram, and then we have this KDE, that is true for our this, and yeah, that's it for the graph we are getting. Now performing binning based predictive values. So binning is the process of grouping numerical values into discrete intervals or bins. So this is particularly useful for simplifying data or creating features for predictive modeling. So in this example, we have created a data in which age is there, and into the and then there are into the intervals like medieval, young, or senior. So we have used here age, and then what he or she has purchased, and then we are defining the bins for that labels like proper with the difference of 20 20 20, and labeling young, middle age, senior, and then printing the database with binning. So here we have segregated the different age groups with different names such as young, middle age, and senior. So that's it for this video, and I hope you like the video. And concluding this video, EDA is a powerful step for better understanding of data before diving into modeling. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.